He's never fought us. Not us united.
My favorite moment in the entire... Maybe I should complicate this before I start speaking here.
Welcome to Under Two Capes. I am Jared. I'm here with Nick and Talade. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, everybody?
And today we are talking about the Game Awards because those happened and some very interesting things were announced. Stuff happened and Nick freaked out because they were making an Armored Core game, which, to be honest, so was I.
I would like to thank my hairstylist. I'd like to thank my cat. Oh my god, this team has been so long. The first day I arrived in the booth, they were so happy. This one person, he came up to me and asked me about Stargate. And it's like, I haven't met Stargate before. And I'm like, I just, these teams, they put so much effort into it. And my cat had a hairball when they were recording. And I had to like clean it up, and I was so late, I called them. They were so thankful.
That was good. But Nick, my favorite part. Okay, so what happened was that they announced it. They start off the Armored Core trailer, and it looks like some kind of post-apocalyptic game. And then there's Nick. You can see in his face the minute he sees From Software, which is the laziest name for a video game company ever, I think, was. The minute he realizes it's Armored Core, he's like, it's Armored Core. Oh my gosh, it's freaking Armored Core. I was like, oh yes. Yeah, that was easily. I rewounded that part so many times because that was so funny. Your reaction to Armored Core was legit. My reaction when they announced the Snyder Cut.
It was priceless.
It was so good.
But it was priceless to see, to see Nick's reaction. I was like, yeah, I could hear it. I was just like,
whoa. He said 80 times, it's freaking Armored Core. So. Actually, so now that that's out of the way, let's do this in somewhat of an order. So obviously, God of War Ragnarok won practically everything.
Wait! I forgot to thank my thermos. I got to thank my thermos because he kept my tea warm when I was doing all the voice sessions.
Yes.
I just like that music. It's peaceful.
Yeah. What's this one? I'll keep that on for our movie night stream. But all this is on StreamYard, so it's not like.
Wait, I have to thank my necktie for being not too tight, not too short. I'm sorry, I'm running with that bit.
Nick, stop. But so obviously Kratos won practically everything, which didn't surprise me. I was like, oh, of course, God of War.
You mean God of War, not Kratos?
But you know what I'm saying. But
I mean, what do you expect when Sony shows up to Jeff Keighley's house with like a dump truck full of cash and cocaine?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy when Elden Ring won Game of the Year because I was like, at least it wasn't a complete sweep by God of War. I'm like, all right,
that was on purpose. It's like. Because God of War had one Game of the Year, be like, it's rigged. No, it's not rigged. Elden Ring won. Oh, by the way, I would like to thank my collar company. They're always.
Yes.
So what Nick is referring to that we'll start the discussion on right now is okay. So the voice actor who plays Kratos won Best Performance, I think, right?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Toyota for making
Nick, stop. But anyway, I will put you in timeout, young man. But anyway, so he won Best Performance and proceeded to give like the longest acceptance speech I have ever seen.
I am convinced, and no one can tell me different, he was trolling.
He probably was.
He was.
And if you notice, what I freaking love throughout the entire night, they just sped through like 8 different categories as they went through the night because they like, we got to make up time.
And funnily enough, we were possibly going to get the 007 game, and that trailer never dropped there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, that was thanks to Christopher Judge for his long acceptance speech.
Thanks, Kratos.
Thanks, Kratos. I never got my 007 game, and more stuff for that. And thanks And thanks as well, we didn't get our Wonder Woman game reveal or Spider-Man 2 gameplay reveal.
But speaking of gameplay reveals, we did see a little more of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh,
and okay,
bittersweet.
It's bittersweet. Something happens in this trailer that I was talking about this with Jay Heat yesterday. So Batman shows up, voiced by Kevin Conroy, so I'm like, R.I.P. brother. But the thing is this taking place after Arkham Knight?
Yes.
So they're practically confirming Batman doesn't die in Arkham Knight.
So
which basically opens the door for another Arkham game. And I think we were actually talking about this on the stream itself.
Yeah,
where this is probably I think Chris actually brought up the idea of this is probably why the founders of Rocksteady left, is because WB wanted them to do another Arkham game and they weren't for that.
Maybe, but I think they might be just doing a Justice League game
in the Arkhamverse. But here's the thing: what are they going to do about Batman?
I think that's. I think because what's it called? With Kevin Conroy gone, obviously, rest in peace.
I mean, it's obvious they're going to hire another voice actor. I mean,
yeah, it's a given, and it's a new costume as well, new suit.
Can they get the guy from the Camu to voice him at least? Because I felt he did a pretty decent job as an animated Batman.
I would say, what's his name? Bruce Greenwood would be a really good choice.
Nolan North.
No,
but he voices everyone, dude. What are you talking about?
Not Nolan North, but I think Bruce Greenwood would be a really good.
No. No, Steve Bloom voices Batman.
No, Nick, remove him.
That's like saying Bruce Campbell should voice Red Hood.
Steve Bloom is proof that you can actually have too much of a good thing.
No, Nick, because I'm telling you the reason why is basically because in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, even though they're not killing off the Justice League, because as far as we can tell with the Flash in that trailer, they didn't kill him off. He lost a finger, but he didn't kill him off.
Yeah, I saw that. He'll grow it back. It's the Flash.
Yeah. So that now obviously that begs the question now what Rocksteady will do after that. And I'm just saying, I'm calling it now. Next game after Suicide Squad will be a Justice League game, and they'll just recast Batman. Because
they'll recast him with Steve Bloom.
Not with Steve Bloom. They'll recast him with Bruce Greenwood. Because
he was the one who voiced Batman Under the Red Hood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would be fine with that.
Yeah. And Young Justice as well. This would.
But I'm just saying about Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom is proof that you can actually have too much of a good thing.
What's it with you and Steve Bloom?
Nick, stop trying to push Steve Bloom. It's not going to happen.
It's just
stop making Steve Bloom a thing.
He is a thing, but he is a thing.
Not in this world. Not in this conversation. He's not a thing.
Wait, Jared, I got something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nick is a Tevye 2.0.
Oh, jeez. That's all right, but anyway.
I'm sorry, Jared. You're gonna have to blur that out, but
I'm not. I don't blur that out. But so what's interesting is that how much you want to bet that another reason why they used Batman in this trailer was because they know that the fan base was not as hyped for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So they're like, put Batman in the trailer. He sells the crap out of anything he's on. Put Batman in there.
Well, it's kind of a twofold thing. Like, obviously, Kevin Conroy recorded this before his death.
Yeah.
This is probably his last performance as Batman. So I mean, we don't know. There might be a movie or something he's done that we don't know about. But until we hear otherwise, this is his last performance, and we can agree on that.
Yeah.
I think,
and plus with him dying, they knew that putting his voice out there, because we're still kind of feeling the effects of his death. We're still kind of in mourning for him. So this was a perfect marketing moment.
That's why they ended it with him going, "I am vengeance on the night. I am Batman."
Mm-hmm.
Well, what intrigues me about this trailer is the fact that they, even though they use Batman, I don't think it was a market strategy at all. I think it was basically because of Kevin Conroy's death. If it wasn't for Kevin Conroy's death, I don't think they would use Batman. I think it'd be straight up gameplay.
Well, yeah, because like if Kevin Conroy was still alive, his voice being in the game would be, people would be like, That's cool. You got Kevin Conroy. That is cool. But literally, he's like in everything else. But because he's dead,
you're just guaranteed. And they even labeled it as his last time playing Batman. So that game is going to sell pretty freaking well, at least for the Kevin Conroy people, just to hear his voice.
As morbid as it is, this is Kevin Conroy dying is probably the best thing that could have happened to the game. I know it's kind of dark to say that, but it's a harsh truth.
It's objectively true.
Yeah, but I feel, even though it's gonna sell well, but I think when it comes down to reviews and user reviews, that's gonna be the key focal point for.
Because it's probably gonna sell. It probably just got a bump in sales because last Kevin Conroy. Also, I kind of feel like reviewers might touch it with a little bit of a softer touch because Kevin Conroy. Because I don't think they're gonna give it as I mean, let's be honest. This is Rocksteady. It's not going to be crap. This game is not going to be crap.
It's not going to be, this way. It's not going to have. I highly doubt it's going to have as much negativity as Gotham Knights.
I'm going to say this game is going to be mediocre at worst.
At best, great.
At best, great. Yeah, I'd say great.
I mean, Rocksteady has literally made some of the best games ever.
Let me put it this way:
their best is literally the best in the industry.
From what I've seen, it looked freaking dope. So, from what I've seen, granted, it could be horrible when you actually get your hands on it, but so far, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good, and he's got a solid release window as well, which is May 26th.
And once again, if there's crossplay, we will be doing that.
Yeah, if there's crossplay, myself, I know Chris wants in on action.
Yeah.
Because Chris is going to be getting it for PC.
I call Deadshot.
I call Harley Quinn.
All right, there you go. Totally fine. Nick, who do you want to play as?
Hey, mate.
All right, you can be Captain Boomerang, and Jay Heat can be King Shark.
I warn you, I will be making lots of Aussie-related bad jokes. Put that ship on the Bobby!
Yeah. So, moving on, another thing that was
Every
announced.
Australian that watches that is going to cringe.
Yeah, I know.
Joker will be cringing at that.
So, another thing that happened, we got a trailer for, apparently they're making a Hellboy game, which it looks like a comic book
amazing.
Too. The aesthetics, dude.
It's not only that. They got the same voice actor from Injustice 2 to play Hellboy in this video game.
Yes.
It's like they opened up the comic, they literally ripped it up, they threw it at the computer, and the computer was like, okay, and literally just did that.
Yeah, because it looks exactly like that. It essentially, it's like they clearly understood the homework assignment. Clearly did that.
One game that really kind of caught my eye is that VR game where you put up the picture and then it becomes the environment.
Mm-hmm.
That was really trippy, and I just want to smoke some really good weed and play that game.
Yeah, I saw that. You said that 8 times during the entire stream. That was good.
Yeah, I didn't need acid.
How about Hades 2?
That was a surprise.
Because I played Hades 1. I didn't complete it, but I played it, and it was actually really fun. I love that game.
That was a surprise for me, Hades 2.
I'm not surprised they went back to that. Well, that's their biggest game, and I'm not surprised, and I don't fault them for it.
Don't fault them at all. And then we got and by the way, we're doing a brief overview of all the games that were announced, of all the announcements, and then we're going to go into more detail. But, all right, so I can tell Nick is chomping on the bit. Armored Core 6. Oh, my God. Exactly. That's how Nick reacted. And let's just say that's exactly my reaction to the Snyder Cut. My mom was looking at me like, the hell is going on with you? But, dude.
I bet you.
Your mom was probably like, please tell me your puppy just died, because that's the only valid reason you should be.
I don't have a puppy, so it wouldn't happen.
Of course you don't. I just killed it.
All right. What were you saying, Taladia?
I was gonna say, when Nick did that reaction, I was just like, I've never played Armored Core, so I was like, not a fan of it. I was just like, okay.
And we are now complete. We got Jay Heat.
We got Jay to the Heat.
So, dude, so Armored Core 6, jeez. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, but the last one came out like over 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was like a PlayStation 3 title.
No, it was on Xbox as well, Armored Core 5. But
yeah, it was mostly PlayStation. No, it did go on Xbox, but it was DLC.
Mm-hmm. But what's interesting about it is that, okay, so it's an interest, because I'm wondering why would they go back to the well to do Armored Core? I mean, I'm happy. I'm 100% on board for this. But to revisit a 10-year-old IP that hasn't been touched in 10 years, it's a gamble, but I think it's a good gamble because, let me put it this way, with how prevalent anime is in this culture, let's face it, Armored Core 4 is basically anime.
Well, I think a lot of it is now that From Software, they're not slaving away in the Dark Souls mines. Like, they're kind of in a period where they're kind of like experimenting with new stuff, kind of doing new things. Obviously, Armored Core is something that they worked a lot of time on. It's had enough cool off the time that like they're probably feeling nostalgic for it. Like, you probably have a lot of devs who worked on it still, you know.
Definitely nostalgia date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you got to realize the last games came out during the PS3 era, so it's not like it's that old.
Not that old, but in terms of internet age, it might as well have come out in the Atari days.
Fair enough. But it's like it's just a perfect thing. It's like it's been long enough, so like there's kind of a little bit of demand for the game, and anything you do is going to be fresh because it's been so long. Also, Armored Core is a name that like it gets people's attention because like you actually like for me, I played it during the PS1 days, so it's like you got like that. So you're probably gonna have a lot of people who's like, oh, we played Armored Core 1 a lot as a kid, but never really touched more than that. Like, oh, my Armored Core, I love to play it, and plus. From a technical standpoint, it's because like I think From Software, they're trying to experiment with new stuff. They just don't want to be a Dark Souls machine. And so like revisiting these mechanics is probably interesting for them. So, you know, probably revisiting the lore is nice. It basically is a perfect storm.
Plus, what's interesting about Armored Core is that we say a lot about new ideas not being explored, and let's face it, Armored Core is an original idea, even if it's like been done before in terms of like the way they do like combat and everything with the speed.
It's somewhat generic.
Also important to note is we are seeing mecha games start to come back. Because remember, Square is actually doing like the HD versions of Front Mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So the mecha genre is like starting to slightly come back.
Which I'm happy for because I played the crap out of Armored Core 4 back in the day. A little bit of Armored Core 5. I didn't really enjoy 5 as much as I did 4.
Now all Bandai Namco needs to do is announce the remaster of Xenosaga, and I will be happy.
And is it too much to ask for another Lost Planet game? That's what I want. I'm
not sure there's enough nostalgic to me.
Wait. Is it too much to ask for another Superman game?
Yeah, that it shouldn't be too much to ask for, Taladia. There you go. Because the last one we had was Superman Returns, which, from a gameplay perspective, was actually pretty solid.
Imagine, like, at E3, they announce a Superman game, and then, like, you start to hear Henry Cavill's voice.
I saw it, by the way.
And then he walks across the E3 stage, and he, like, by the way, I just want to see Henry Cavill, you know.
Can I say, Nick, when the stream was starting and you said, okay, I'm going to go for broke and saying they're going to announce a Superman game played by Henry Cavill, I facepalm because I'm like, of course Nick would say that.
I knew they were going to show a Superman game this year.
I just feel like if they're going to make a Superman game, it would make sense to use his likeness, get him to voice act, because like he'd do it. He would be more up.
Oh, he would do it. Absolutely, he would do it.
Yeah. But remember, right? If DC are going to go ahead, they're going to be doing the DCU slate next week, and they're going to be presenting that to Zaslav. So it's going to be a big thing for video games.
Plus, as Jay Heat and I said, like yesterday, that won't and the game tie-ins won't start until at least 2024, 2025 when James Gunn's slate starts, because James Gunn's slate doesn't start until after Aquaman.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
but
Jay Heath, did you see someone actually accuse James Gunn of not liking Henry Cavill, and then he goes, false. I love that. I love how we have someone now who's calling out the people that are BSing.
So, just kind of like a quick tangent, kind of like the James Gunn stuff. My prediction is a soft reboot at worst.
Same.
Basically, we will like it will basically broad stroke and continue the storylines from the previous stuff, but it won't acknowledge maybe some of the minutia, like Carol Ferris appeared. No. We're doing a Green Lantern movie. We're just going to ignore the fact that Carol Ferris appeared. The small stuff.
Her twin sister also named Carol. But what I think we'll do.
No Hal Jordan. No Hal Jordan. Confirm.
No Hal Jordan. But the series is going to be Jon Stewart. I know that.
Yeah, we all know Jay Heath's been cast as Green Lantern. We all know that.
No, he's Constantine. We already know that.
Well, no, we know.
He's been cast wait, don't you know? I actually have a source that says he's going to be playing both roles.
But my point is that it's going to be a soft reboot because let me put it this way, and they're not going to take Aquaman away from Jason Momoa because he made them $1 billion as Aquaman. They're not going to screw with that formula.
That's the even Gal Gadot, where like 1984 was not good, and reportedly Wonder Woman 3 was going to be terrible. Gal Gadot herself as Wonder Woman is very much like, and she can do let's be honest here, she could probably play Wonder Woman for another 10 years. She
could. Cavill can play. Plus, if the end, can you imagine if the last movie at the 10 years is Kingdom Come? That you easily do that, no matter even if they're old.
Or Injustice.
More likely Kingdom Come because that involved older superheroes.
Yeah.
But if they did, well, this way, Nick, if they're building to Injustice, they might as well just bring back Zack Snyder and just do Zack Snyder's original plan because that's.
I do feel like the 10-year plan would probably include Crisis on Infinite Earths because Crisis, if they play their cards right, could be bigger than Endgame.
Did you hear? So Hamada was like, "Oh yeah, I always planned to bring Henry Cavill back for Crisis on Infinite Earths." Sure you did.
Backpedal.
And I love the actor who and the Jay Heath and I were talking about this on CLD last night. I love how the actor who plays Namor in Black Panther was like, "Oh yeah, Namor would totally defeat Aquaman," and I'm like, BS, dude, BS. Namor in the comics couldn't beat Aquaman.
Namor can barely survive outside of water for very long.
Aquaman can walk around and hang out in water first. All Aquaman needs is heat. That's it. You're done.
Also, Aquaman literally has the water version of Excalibur. He has also the fact that like Aquaman can command sea life.
He commands a kraken, dude. You don't. All you command is a bunch of blue people like Avatar, dude. That's it. Maybe a couple of whales. I'm sorry if I should be impressed by whales when there's someone that at the last battle of his movie brought a freaking kraken.
I will say this: I think Namor could hold his own. I don't think it would be a curb stomp. Let's be fair here. It wouldn't be a curb stomp, but it's think 8 out of 10 times Aquaman would win.
I think 9 out of 10. Really, 9 out of 10 because particularly this version of Aquaman. He ain't beating Jason Momoa. I'm sorry, dude.
No. Also, Jason Momoa wins in the ads department anyway. So.
Yeah.
And speaking of nostalgia, I'm just going to cut into this just right quick.
Sure.
Would you consider Atla an American anime or a cartoon?
Atla?
It's
anime.
Oh, American anime.
Okay, because remember in the mid 2000s there was the American.
Yeah, he kind of just did like a left turn. Like he pretty much pulled that one out of random.
No, I was wondering what Atlas stood for, and I was like, oh yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. He try to keep things on topic, at least if you're gonna do a tangent, at least gotta make it related to where we're gonna go.
No, it's not that. It's just, can you use non-common acronyms for people that don't that are just getting into anime? That's what I'm just saying there. I don't know what Atla means. I was like.
I want to ask this question.
Sure, go ahead.
No. I want to ask this question to Jay Heath. What is your thoughts on the Batman trailer for Suicide Squad Killer Justice League.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
It was great. It's Kevin Conroy's last project, so I'm just gonna. I'll at least watch the cutscenes and a playthrough out of respect, because
Anything
I
else
have no.
That suit.
It'll be better
though,
than Marv.
It had
It's a good suit. Yes,
That-
everything was on point.
that suit is a new rebirth mixed with what's it called, Batman Telltale mixed with Batman Arkham all into one.
Yep,
How do you feel about that?
it was a nice touch. It was a nice touch. I ain't even gonna
All
lie.
right, I got a versus question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Continue on the Atlas train. Who do you think would win in a fight? Post season 3 Katara versus Mira. Also,
Katara.
it happens during a full moon.
Katara.
All right. So back on topic. So
Bending.
Jedi Survivor.
I am there.
I'm so there.
Epic trailer. It was an epic trailer.
They bring in the Kylo Ren lightsaber with the two side things. So he's basically having a broadsword as a lightsaber.
I really want I really want Cal Kestis in live action so bad.
Me too, played by that actor because he was great. He
You
walks
know
on
they
stage
had-
with a lightsaber.
You know they had the BD robot in The Mandalorian. Not like the BD, but like the same model.
No, I know. I also like how they brought in battle droids and commando droids. So
Also,
battle droid again?
did you also notice the Dark Troopers?
Yes, I did. I was like, oh yes. Again, they're bringing back the parts of the lore that people want, which is why I think it's inevitable that Revan will be recanonized. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Well,
I
especially
want more
with
Darth
the-
Bane action. Like seriously, I know Darth Bane is like semi-canon because of Clone Wars, but like I want more. Like that Darth Bane trilogy is so good.
No, you can. I'm saying you can have both, but I'm just saying it's inevitable also that eventually they will have Revan appear in a project.
No, I got to do this. Soon, the old canon will rule the fandom.
And we shall have peace. We'll march on Lucasfilm playing the Imperial March.
Also, can we agree if they do a live-action KOTOR series? Keanu Reeves needs to play Revan.
Yes.
Okay, questions for you. Who's playing Bastila? Who do you think should play Bastila?
That's a good question. It has to be someone that has chemistry with Keanu Reeves and that he can annoy. Because remember that was the most fun, by the way, of the dynamic that I made in Knights of the Republic. Because I would always tease Bastila and watch her get pissed off. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, that was so great. It's
Isn't
like,
that so much fun?
Also, yeah, it's like, oh, so you do love me.
It felt like in Dumb and Dumber where he goes, so you're telling me there's a chance.
No, it's even better because like he slips up. He's like, no, like it's just like he's tripping. It's like
she's like, yes, I mean, I do find you appealing, but no, stop it. I need to think. It was so good, good.
No, Nick.
Or like with Karth, telling him off. Like Darkseid runs are so much fun on the first KOTOR.
What's up, Taladia?
Jared, he's gonna say, it's like this. This is how you say it. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the fact that you got Jennifer Hale voicing Bastila just makes it so much better.
She has voiced practically every badass female character in games ever.
It was FemShep.
FemShep, yes. You know what's kind of funny? A lot of people play when they play Mass Effect, they just play FemShep.
I'm actually doing a Mass Effect run. I'm doing male Shep.
Nick, we should talk Mass Effect. We got to do that.
Also, my shepherd is Ginger.
Of course, mine is based off of a character from my comic, and he's got like a beard and everything. I wish you could have more of a full beard in Mass Effect. But all right, so moving on. So we got a Mario clip, which, by the way, makes me even more excited for that movie because they have all the iconography, they have all of the like sounds from the games, and they have Mario basically go, here we go. So I'm like,
yes.
Again, you understood the homework assignment clearly.
So I will say, while I'm not completely sold on his voice, I think it's at the point where I could deal with it. Like it's not a deal breaker for me anymore. Like it's a negative still, but like it's kind of like I can deal with that, you know.
As long as it's a good story, who cares?
Yeah, we have been in a stagnant decline the past 5 to 6 years. And
well, the problem is superhero movies have gotten stale, and we're kind of starting to see the rise of video game movies. It's still not quite there yet, but we're kind of approaching the precipice. Like we're finally starting to get like good video game movies, because I think all it takes for these movies to go through is for them to break the code of how to approach these movies. They finally broke the code of comic book movies in like the late 90s, early 2000s, like Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man. That's when they broke the code for comic book movies, and that's when you saw the explosion. You know, we're kind of starting to break the code for video game movies.
Hence your shirt.
Oh, yes. And so
Like,
yeah.
can I say, I love how the Halo show was not even nominated for Best Adaptation, which is going to our next thing. Arcane won Best Adaptation, surprising no one, and that's the one that I wanted to win.
I what were the nominations again?
Edge Runners, and like it was Edge Runners, it was Arcane. Those are the two that I was like, okay, it could be either one of those. Really,
I'm not mad. Arcane run. I'm perfectly fine with that. Though I kind of wanted Edge Runners to win.
But Arcane, dude, that got me into League of Legends, dude.
Like it's good. I love Arcane. I love the show. I love it. And I'm perfectly fine with it winning. Like I have no.
You know who deserved to win?
What?
Sonic. Sonic deserves to win.
Of those,
Sonic 2 was so good. Oh my!
They should have let Sonic 2 win. I'm like, come on. You even had Sonic as Super Sonic, and he like destroys Eggman. He goes, "I like gold. It works for you." Again, Jim Carrey as Eggman is like the best casting decision they could have made for that.
Also, Idris as Knuckles. Like, I had a feeling it would work, but I had no idea it would work so well.
And you had Team Sonic teaming up for the first time. I was like, yes, this is so good.
You got your Sonic heroes.
And then the post-credit scene teases freaking Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm like, oh, yes!
I'm kind of miffed we're straight to adventure. I would have liked to see Metal Sonic. But at the same time, it's kind of redundant. If you're going to do one or the other, might as well do Shadow.
I want a Shadow the Hedgehog movie that takes cues from the game where he basically uses guns and just like...
No.
I want Punisher Sonic, please.
No, you give him a katana.
No. You give him an AR.
We don't talk about that game.
Vehicles with machine guns.
What you do is you have like him like on a ridge, and he like steps up, and he has like you recreate that shot from the game.
The problem is that he pump actions an assault rifle. I'm like, what?
He pumps actions an assault rifle for some reason. And he's like, I don't need guns, and then he just tosses it away and runs.
But I also love how even in the Sonic 2006 game, he's got vehicles that have machine guns, which is basically like the BVS Batmobile.
I mean, to be fair, Tails often drives mechs with vehicles.
What I would do, by the way, was kind of funny. When I would play, because Silver is not as fast as the other characters, so if I was playing versus like the race mode, I would use my psychic powers to freeze my opponent and just walk ahead.
I really want them to bring in Amy Rose, have it played by Kristen Wiig.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So,
because for me, I love her version of Lola Bunny from the Looney Tunes show, where she's kind of like that psycho chick that like you know kind of thing. I think like that kind of aspect for Amy Rose would be so great. Make her like a crazy ex-girlfriend, but not ex-girlfriend, but like obsessed fan kind of thing. Like, oh my god.
So also we got again surprisingly even Nick another Banjo-Kazooie game. Which I was like,
oh yeah.
Wait, when did they announce Banjo?
Okay, I'll share the screen because I know because you reacted to this, Nick.
So I was gonna bring this.
No, that's Crash Bandicoot.
All right, yeah.
Nick's face when Crash Bandicoot came out.
Yeah, I was like, he was like, really?
Yeah, he was like, really? Oh no.
But I tell
I have bad memories of Crash Bash, which is like their Mario Party clone, and this looks like basically they're just doing a Mario, another that kind of thing, and I'm like, if it was Crash 5, I would have been okay with that, but.
This I'm excited for. Warhammer Space Marines 2, because I played the crap out of the first one. The first one's awesome. So we're getting another one of these, and from the trailer, it looks as bloody as the first one. So I'm like,
let me know when they bring the Tau in.
Yeah. So we already talked about Warhammer. Okay, so let's talk about that Transformers trailer because watching this, nothing indicated that it was even DC Comics Gamer was like, wait, it's Transformers?
Yeah.
When you see the hands, you're like, oh, it's Titanfall.
I guess you could say they really took to heart the phrase robots in disguise.
Yeah, exactly. This trailer was more than meets the eye, but it was like...
Oh, yes.
So... apparently, maybe the story is that the Transformers have been like the Decepticons invade Earth, take over. The Autobots are deactivated, so the human resistance goes around reactivating Transformers. Apparently, it's
also you notice they had the Predacon symbol. They showed the Predacon symbol in there.
Yeah, so, a few of them did look animal-like.
Yeah, because there actually was one of the Transformers had a Predacon symbol. So they're doing Maximals and Predacons. This is their tie-in to the new movie.
Well, I wonder. Okay, so it says it's an online action game. It's not going to be an MMO, is it?
No.
I don't think
it's
so.
probably at the very least going to be lobby-based or whatever.
Or it'll have a multiplayer component. I just hope I can play it single player. So because I was talking to Jay Heat about this, I hate when the campaign is like part of the multiplayer because I always end up playing the campaign out of order.
Oh, you're having Anthem flashbacks, aren't you?
No, no, not Anthem. Titanfall 1.
Oh.
Anthem, I just played single player the entire time because you can do that. But I was just like, please don't do this because that would suck so badly. But how about a first-person Transformers game? Because as far as I know, all of them have been third-person. So, again, they're doing new stuff here, which I like because, as I was telling Jay Heat last night, the Transformers games, while they've been good, have been just doing the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them have been good, like Transformers Devastation, where they had that really great anime art style that looked just like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I did like that. And
the War for you got to admit, the War for Cybertron games are amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
So, also we got the first teaser for the Dune game, which, by the way, the movie was amazing, but I don't know how.
I am tepidly interested because a Dune survival MMO that could be pretty good, honestly.
That could work really well.
Yeah, I might give it a try, depending on the monetization and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure my PC can handle it. RTX power.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm glad there's going to be more of a revival of Dune, but they have to be careful about this. I mean, the movie did great, so I think they're on track because I think a survival game fits really well in that universe. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. We got more content for Destiny 2, surprising no one, but I stopped playing. I lost interest in Destiny a long time ago.
Yeah. I haven't played Destiny since 20.
I have never played Destiny.
Yeah, it gets pretty boring after a while. And okay, so here's my question. So Among Us Hide and Seek, that game mode looks just like the regular game of Among Us. How is that any different?
It's a game mode. It's a different way of play within it. I
know that, but it looks like the exact same thing as the regular game.
Basically, what it is I think they took out the whole finding who the imposter is. That's why the imposter doesn't even look like they're not even trying to look like it. It's it's kind of more like a slasher film. They basically turn into a very cutesy slasher film kind of thing.
So it's like who could survive the longest, essentially.
Pretty much.
All right. I mean, that could do pretty well. And I remember also, by the way, you guys, as soon as the Fire Emblem trailer played, you guys were like, "Oh no, it's Fire Emblem."
I will say I did enjoy Three Houses. Like, I actually really enjoyed that game. But like, honestly, there's nothing from this game that looked like it would entice me. But the Three Houses was really good.
Yeah, and then we also had the Last of Us Part 1 PC trailer, which I will be playing because that just looks amazing. The first one. The second one is like, okay. And of course, we got the trailer for basically Death Stranding 2. You had to know that we're going to get another Amazon delivery simulator.
I will say, those mechs look suspiciously like Metal Gears.
Yeah.
Like, those look very suspiciously like Metal Gears. Like, Mike, like, what if Kojima negotiated a license with Konami to make Death Stranding 2 is secretly a Metal Gear game?
That would be awesome.
Like, honestly, because it wouldn't be the first time that Kojima veiled a game and it turned out to be a totally different one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, have it be, like, secretly be a Metal Gear Solid Death Stranding crossover is totally something Kojima would do. Yeah.
Next thing I want to talk about is that Crime Boss game, which seems to me like another GTA, except with a more star cast.
I want to see more trailers for it. Like, I might get it because I mean it's basically just one of your star-studded movie casts, and it's got a good cast, to be honest. But like, I got to see more of the gameplay. But I might get it.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I was honestly surprised with how much was announced. I mean, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get like any Wonder Woman stuff.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
But I want to go around the panel. What was your favorite thing that was announced? Before I get to the meme that came out of the Game Awards, so I'll start with you, Taladia. What was your favorite announcement?
I think my favorite announcement has to be Suicide Squad, obviously, because of Batman. I think second favorite has to be Hellboy.
Mm-hmm. Because did that come out of left field? Because we had no indication they were making a Hellboy game.
Yeah, that was left field. Yeah. So Jay Heat.
Yeah, Jay Heat, what's up, dude? Favorite announcement?
I would have favorite announcement. I would like to say Suicide Squad with Kevin Conroy's tribute. Basically the same as Taladia's, really.
Mm-hmm.
Great minds think alike. Nick,
what's up?
Hellboy. Like I mentioned earlier, that one VR game where you like put pictures up and it becomes like kind of a thing. Yeah, Armored Core, obviously. I mean, I have to mention that.
No, really, I wouldn't have been able to tell from the announcement.
Yeah, it was just like a bad announcement. It's gonna be the worst game ever. It's literally gonna kill From Software.
I love how your mic even peaked when you said it was Armored Core. I just love that.
I was screaming like a 7th grade girl, so what do you expect? I was screaming. Exactly. No. I was screaming like a 7th grade girl at a Backstreet Boys concert in 1998.
You were screaming like you probably will if in The Flash they recast Ezra Miller as Grant Gustin.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If that happens, I'm literally gonna buy another ticket, go see the movie for the purpose of taking like the video of that and sending that to you. And it's gonna be F you.
You were screaming as much as Tevye would if they DH John Kent.
Yes. Yes. Tevye 2.0.
So my favorite.
No. I was screaming as much as Taladia will be when they announced Gotham Knights 2.
I'm not Gotham Knights.
Speaking of which, all right, Taladia. So the way we're doing the April Fool stream is that we all assign each other something to watch that we hate, and then we have to essentially be a fan of it. You have to give the most scathing review of Gotham Knights ever. You have to act like the game is irredeemable.
I already did that.
Oh, okay. What does he have to watch? Because I have to watch Justice League and make people think I like it.
He has to defend Marvel's Avengers.
No, in terms of movies, he has to watch.
I
got it. He has to watch and positively review and act like he's a fan of the Birds of Prey movie. Look at Jake.
I thought it was a good film. You can't get me there.
I already have Tevia defending the decision to age up John Kent.
No, Taladia has to do a 5-minute presentation about how scoopers are bad for the industry.
No, it has to be like a movie he likes, or it has to be a movie he hates. Or
no,
like
a game.
I mean, we're
a game. I got a game that I could talk.
What?
That I really despise. That's obviously Marvel's Avengers, of course. That's a given. I would have to say, Marvel's Avengers and Midnight Suns.
You hate Midnight Suns? All right. Well, you know what? You're going to do Marvel's Avengers, and in terms of movies, you're going to essentially have to
Justice League.
Yeah, probably Justice League. You have to defend Justice League.
No. What? Only. I don't think it would be a good idea to have overlap. So you'd have something unique.
All right. In terms of movies, you have to defend Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
Okay.
Oh, I would wish that upon my worst enemy.
For me, I have to defend Justice League, and then in terms of comics, I have to defend the Bendis Superman run.
No, game. What game are you gonna do?
I'm gonna have to do. Oh, geez.
I got a good one. Gotham Knights. No, he liked Gotham.
I like Gotham Knights. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, I know. I got a good one for you.
What?
No. I have one for you.
What?
You have to. This is gonna be a TV show. You have to defend the later seasons of The Flash.
But that means I have to watch the
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No,
I like
to defend Naomi.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has good points.
What, Jay Heat?
You have to defend Naomi.
Naomi.
Oh, at least that's only one season.
No, okay, Jay Heat, you have to defend Iron Fist Season 1.
Okay.
Nick, you have to. So Taladia, Nick has to defend Megaforce.
No, I thought we said Captain Marvel.
No, in terms of TV shows, because now we're citing TV shows. You have to defend Megaforce, dude.
Fine. I mean, to be fair, I trust me. There are some nuggets that I can dig up on that one. But I thought we agreed I was going to take on Captain Marvel for the movie.
You're still doing that. We're doing movies, TV shows, and comics.
I think for comics, you guys, what did you guys assign me? Like Sins Past?
You have to defend Gwen Stacy sleeping with Norman Osborn.
Oh my God, I hate you guys.
I wouldn't have brought that up, man.
You have to tell us how that's a good decision.
Oh.
Well,
and I can't lie.
You can't lie.
I'll let you guys know on the next stream what I thought about Superman 4, Quest for Peace, and Marvel's Avengers.
Taladia.
No, it's on April Fool's. It has to be on the April Fool's thing. And you have to act like it's the best. You have to act like there's Zack Snyder's Justice League quality.
Okay, I'm just going to say this. We should probably stop talking about this until it's at least a month out.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize it's 3 or 4 months away. And as fun as it is to talk about this, we're kind of going to get burnt out on the topic.
Yeah, but the only reason why I brought it up is because Taladia was not on the stream when we talked about that, so I wanted to spring this idea on it.
Yeah, so let's just kind of put it on the back burner and till about February or March. And
yeah,
then we'll kind of
so Nick, obviously Armored Core is your favorite announcement. So with me, it was actually a 3-way tie with Batman, Transformers, and really ultimately Armored Core. Because it was like, because Armored Core was like one of my favorite games growing up. We have Transformers, the game looks incredible in the way they're doing it, and Kevin Conroy as Batman again. I did not see that one coming. I thought they were going to leave Batman dead and that he was going to come back. But I have a theory The way they bring him back is that Brainiac. They do say he died at Arkham Knight, and then Brainiac revives him, and then uses his contingency plans to take over the other members of the Justice League.
And
This could work
what they might
with a very
do.
good screenplay.
Here's my theory, and I'm kind of building off of what you said, Jared. So essentially, we got a zombie Batman kind of thing.
Mhm.
What they do is they basically use this as a way to send off the Kevin Conroy Batman, so that at the end he's dead, and then basically if you do another Arkham game, you either have Jason Todd, Tim Drake, or Dick Grayson taking over as Batman.
Dude, Batman Arkham Battle for the Cowl.
No, I got a better idea.
I mean, that's just that you're kind of going into Gotham Knights territory with that game. That kind of game.
No, I feel if they're gonna do the Batman game, it has to be done with a different voice actor for Bruce Wayne.
Probably.
Either that or have one of the other Bat people take over as Bruce, as a way to say Bruce is dead, so that way you don't have to recast.
They're not. I highly doubt they'll leave Batman dead because Bruce Wayne Batman sells. The other ones ultimately don't, as we saw with Gotham Knights.
Yes.
What? You don't like Terry McGinnis?
They're not good. First off, it's
That's a
too
rare
early in the
exception.
timeline for Terry McGinnis. It's not like with the Batman Beyond movie, which, by the way, everyone's like, I can't believe they scrapped the Batman Beyond movie. It was going to take place in the modern day.
Yeah.
Let's be clear on that.
To be fair, the Batgirl movie they essentially ripped off the Batman Beyond plot for that anyway.
Yeah, but Nick, they were going to make a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton, but the minute I see modern day, I'm like, nope, cancel it, because at least half of what was cool about Batman Beyond was the fact that it took place in like the far future, like cyberpunk like time period.
Yeah.
Something like executives stop trying to improve stuff, because I'd say 100% of the time, as a matter of fact, you screw it up. Hence the Snyderverse.
Like, I think the fact that it takes place 20, 30 years in the future helps the series a lot because it gives them breathing room. Because, like, all the enemies are dead or retired. So basically, you got a whole new crop of villains. I mean, you still have some legacy stuff here and there, but, like, it just kind of allows Terry to be his own person. It gives some breathing room, if you will.
So, on that note, we're going to call this one. Hope you guys drop in the comments what your favorite Game Awards announcement was. Oh, by the way, I actually know before we
I have one more thing I want to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank my favorite Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to talk about that because it's a lot. Do you know what happened at the end of the Game Awards?
Yeah, apparently a kid got arrested or something.
All right, so what happened was, Elden Ring wins Game of the Year, and then the people are going on the stage to accept the award, and this kid just blends in with the crowd and makes it look like he's part of the team for Elden Ring. Then when he's on there, at some point he grabs the mic and goes, "I also want to thank my Rabbi Bill Clinton."
Can we just say that guy has like a sneak level of 100?
Yeah, exactly. He must play a lot of Skyrim as like a ninja. But yeah, so that's why it became a meme. That's why Bill Clinton was trending on Twitter along with the Game Awards. I'm like, why is Bill Clinton trending with the Game Awards? Did he show up?
Keely was so pissed. Like he posted, like, the person who snuck in has been arrested. He was so pissed.
That was so good. So on that note, I want to thank all my friends, my family, my extended family, and all that. And stay heroic, everyone.
I want to thank.
Stay tuned tonight for Comics League Dark. For Comics Movie Night.
Yeah, we're gonna at the time that this is recording, it will be in a couple of hours, as a matter of fact. But we're gonna be talking about Flashpoint, the animated movie that starred the DeCamu.
And don't forget, guys, tomorrow on Sunday, 11th of December, I will be doing a live stream with these knuckleheads and Mikey Sutton from Geekosity, as we're going to be talking about Dreamwalker and so much more DC stuff. So you guys are in for a treat.
We are going to have a leaky stream. I'm just going to tell you. The stream is going to be rather leaky, so just make sure you bring your plumbing equipment.
We just have to make sure we quote our sources.
If that wasn't completely out of context.
So tomorrow, on that note, make sure you stay safe out there.
And on that note, actually, where can everyone find you guys? And I'll go around starting with Taladia.
You can follow me at Twitter, YouTube at Taladia Plays. I have just recently posted my reaction video for Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. I have got a video planned for the release date. I'm talking about why it's a good release date for May 26. So I'll be talking about that in my next video.
Hey, Heat?
You can find me at JJHeat75. Also my YouTube channel, Jared Heath, and I'm just be glad to talk to everyone.
And Nick?
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at Product Access 1. YouTube, search the Phoenix Press.
You could say you're rising from the ashes.
Always.
Rising of the ashes.
Yeah.
And just remember, I can only show you the door. You're the ones to walk through it.
Stay heroic, everyone.